that
You didn't know they were there.
I didn't know at all about the extent of the relationship. No, and I think I was her first grandchild, and she always encouraged me to be a good writer and to do well in school, and um, I just think that she purposely left these for me. I really do.
What did you think when you first read them?
I was astounded. It took quite a while for me to get through all of them, and at first it was just, interesting stories about her life in Chicago from his perspective, but then suddenly it's about how he was wounded and he's lying in a hospital in London, and how, I'm sorry dear, I've lost an eye, and it was like a very compelling miniseries that you couldn't put down, or book.
It's a love story.
It was
We're running this on Veterans Day. How do you think this speaks to the sacrifice that veterans and their families make?
I look at this love story, and I see how here was a vital young couple with hopes and dreams and plans, and it was all shattered in an instant. And it's as though they never existed, or at least especially that he never existed, because two of his brothers also died the same year. One of was also killed in the war, and one of the flu, and then his father died, probably as a result of all those tragedies. I've never been able to find any of members of that family. So to me, it's like war just erases entire sections of citizens, and we sometimes don't even realize the sacrifices they made. There was a lot more death back then, and she just learned to plow ahead and just take life. She married a third time, but then she married again in 1972 when she was 71. When she was 72 years old, she remarried and was married for another almost 20 years. So I mean,
what was she like as a person?
She was the most loving, never raised her voice ever, most caring. Everyone knew her as Nana. People who knew her on the street, and all her grandchildren and children, everyone called her Nana. She was Nana to everybody. She played the organ in church, played the piano in church, just was always the peacemaker. If there were arguments, conflicts, fights of any kind, she was always the one, oh, let's just, not worry about it. Life's too short. God wouldn't want you to be unhappy. She always looked for the good in everyone. Everyone thought she was fabulous, and she was absolutely the most endearing, loving, caring person I will ever know.